What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Micheal Hunter, Oleksandr Usyk, and Tyson, the Gypsy King Fury. Get this. Micheal Hunter states and predicts that Oleksandr Usyk would use Tyson Fury's size against him because he's boxed them both. Micheal Hunter believes that fighters like himself and Oleksandr Usyk pose Tyson Fury a particular difficult set of problems. He said, I would love a Fury and Usyk fight now. All those fights, I need them all, said Micheal Hunter. Okay. He also went to say, he says, Usyk has the tools to offset Fury. He says, you know how to adjust a little bit more. You know how to adapt. Make him use his own weight against him. I've been fighting big guys my whole career, professional and amateur. Against somebody that's kind of his size, then he can use weight. Somebody that's tall like him, then he can be like that. But someone that's on their feet like Usyk, not to say he can't use his size because he is big, but it's going to be a lot harder. He also said, I think Usyk would need to make a couple adjustments, but I don't think the weight will make much of a difference as people think. That's just my opinion. He's an endurance athlete. He's going to move a lot. It's a styles make fights thing. A little different tactics to Usyk Anthony Joshua. I think it would be an interesting fight. I'm pretty sure that Usyk would do very, very well. Those are the words of Micheal Hunter. Let me counterpunch. I've been telling people this. We don't know if the fight's going to happen between Tyson Fury and Oleksandr Usyk. I think if that fight happened, it wouldn't be like people think it's going to be. A lot of people think that Tyson Fury was just going to just beat and batter and bully Usyk around the ring, lean on him like he did other fighters. And the reason why people think that is because he's done that to Deontay Wilder a lot. But as you just heard Micheal Hunter, yeah, it's easier to lay on taller guys like that because they're your height. But somebody shorter, it's harder to. And you would think that it would be easier to lean on the shorter person because he's shorter. So naturally, gravity does this thing. But someone like Usyk, and I've been telling people that, he's not going to let you do that because he's going to be moving. And like Hunter said, fighters, when they're on their feet, it's hard to lean on someone that's on their feet that's ready to go left or right. That's just boxing. Okay, if they can avoid a punch, they can avoid a whole big ass body coming on them. See, a lot of people don't think about that. They just think, oh, I'm going to fall on you. What do? He's going to move to the right or he's going to move to the left. And Tyson can wrap him up, but that's what the referee's for. And depending on what type of referee you had on the night, dictates that type of fight. Okay, because a lot of referees like Richard Steele, he would want you to punch and get out. Well, that's the type of fight. That's the type of referee you would want. But if you got a fighter, a referee like Kenny Bayless, that every time you guys clinch, he's jumping in, break. So it would be a lot different and a lot difficult for Tyson Fury to do those things, depending on the referee as well. But to add this with Micheal Hunter, he said, fighters like me, I do agree with Micheal Hunter to a certain degree. Like fighters like his size, they're accustomed to fighting bigger guys. Okay, bars. But I think that Micheal Hunter doesn't move as much as Usyk because those guys have fought, and it was a very good fight. I saw that fight about 2 weeks ago, and I thought to myself, dude, Micheal Hunter is very gifted. He's a very good boxer. He's very underrated. I think he should be managed better. He has a fight with Huey Fury coming up, but, I don't think he moves as well. In fact, he was saying that Oleksandr Usyk, would box instead of bang. You know what I mean? Whereas opposed of himself, like, hey, I think that, I would try to go for the KO, and we've seen glimpses of that, but I think that's a case-by-case basis, like his fight with Povetkin. But back to Tyson Fury and Oleksandr Usyk, I think that he would use the size against him, because when Tyson Fury starts getting tired, he's going to want to lean. That's just experience. He's going to want to lean on that fighter, whoever that fighter is, just to get enough breath, just to pick that momentum back up so he can get a breather. But someone like Usyk won't let you do that, because he's constantly moving and he's constantly pursuing his game plan. And if his game plan is to move and box, attack, move and box, attack, it's going to be hard for Tyson Fury to lean on him, because a lot of fighters allow fighters to lean on them because they're tired themselves. If you got a guy like Usyk that has a good gas tank, okay, it's going to be difficult, very, very difficult. You know, so it's an interesting perspective that Michael Hunter has, because him, like myself, have a similar prediction about how that fight will go. And it won't go like people think it will. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Michael Hunter stating that Oleksandr Usyk would use Tyson Fury's size against him. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace!